I was called first. And I was 100 times more nervous than I am now. So I mumbled, I am Raymond Broas, and I am ravishing. The teacher was surprised with the word that I used. The thing is, I didn't even know what it meant. And it's just the only R word that came to my mind because of this previous match that I saw between the Ultimate Warrior and the ravishing Migrood. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today, 20 years later, I want to introduce myself the same way. I am Raymond Alvin Broas. You can call me RA. And I'm romantic, responsible, and still ravishing. For each one of us, there are particular moments and experiences that have been deeply etched in ourselves. And some memories that hit us every now and then that affects the way we speak, the way we act, and in general, the way we are. For myself, certainly there are a lot of moments that might be the reason why I am what I am right now. One of the very first things that shaped me to what I am now is the very first math contest that I joined. I didn't want to join competitions, but I was forced to do so, and not because I wanted it. I remember after the competition, I just left the place and went back to my classroom, played my Game Boy, and I didn't care whoever wins on that competition. Surprisingly, I did. That moment, my 12-year-old self realized that there is this one thing that I am good at. I may be the most awkward dancer or the worst singer. Why are you laughing? But math gave me this field where I can compete and I can excel. It gave me the confidence to set goals and to be competitive in the things that I do. That moment led me to more proud moments, winning school level, to provincial level, to regional level competitions in mathematics. I also think of when I participated in this organization in college, the Engineering Radio Guild. I was an active member until I was tapped to become an officer responsible for the internal affairs of the organizations, among other things. I was kind of sure that I didn't have what is required for the role, but I took it anyway. The role gave me the chance to make a change. I led students like me to build school classrooms from scratch with zero budget, extend help to poor communities, and participate in events that enriches college life. It gave me the first taste of how it is to become a leader. And it taught me the sense of responsibility beyond what I knew on the term itself. I learned how reaching out and stepping up beyond my insecure capabilities, rewarding and is worth taking on. Last year around this month, I went backpacking alone to Yunnan, China, from Kunming City going up to the beautiful place of Shangri-La. I knew that it will be tough for me because I don't speak Chinese except for ni hao and xie xie, which is probably sounded wrong. I knew I will be charading my way for days. There was a time when from Kunming, I have to go to the city of Dali by bus. So I went to this bus station and there was no English signage. I went to the information booth and the person doesn't speak English. There is no other foreign tourist in the place. I remember feeling the very real sense of being lost. I almost cried, but I didn't. So I just sat there, light up my cig, and as I always tell myself, I'm not lost. I'm just in a new place that I haven't explored yet. So I stood up, went to the booth, and by Dali, why? Now? Now? I don't know if they understand. Whatever they asked me, I just said yes. Yes, yes, yes. At that moment, I was not afraid anymore. I thought, if I'll have the wrong ticket, or if I'll go to the wrong bus, then I'll just have a different adventure from what I planned. Luckily, I was able to get to Dali. It was a very beautiful, vivacious town. And I remember at one time, I was sitting on this local tea house. I was sitting there, sipping my Tibetan butter tea, watching the local kids pass by. And I was reading this book, On the Road by Jack Kerouac. It seems that the book talked to me, and until this day, there is this line that I read on that moment that struck me, and I even get a tattoo with it, because it really affected me. It was an epiphany for me. I only spent a short time in this very memorable place, but in that experience, I learned not to be afraid. It punched me with the cliche that you can only see beauty and happiness once you overcome fear and experience hesitations. And that sometimes you can turn around stupid decisions to a good one if you have the right mindset. Some are unplanned, some are planned, some are random, some will make you scared at the time. But unexpectedly, this experience left me a mark, some bruise, some sense of longing, some pride, and lessons that tell the story of how I become. Thank you.